Want to welcome everybody back for another episode of Brad and Buck Sports Talk. This is Brad here.
I'm Buck.
Big week, a lot going on with the Knicks, a lot going on with St. John's.
St. John's 15th ranked in the nation.
Beautiful. They were 18. I thought they should have been higher than 18 anyway when they got ranked the first time, but now up to 15, and they got 2 games left in the conference, Seton Hall and South Florida.
2 games they should definitely
win. I mean, they win these games. They're going to be what are they going to be? Third ranked in the Big East, right?
Yeah, third or fourth ranked, right? They'll be fourth seeded in there, which gets you that double bye. Most important to get that double bye. I mean, I don't remember the St. John's ever getting a double bye. Always played because they always played before they had where the teams they had teams that they sat out the Big East tournament at the bottom, but they never even They never even had like a buyout.
Yeah, they never qualified because they were lucky to make the tournament.
Yeah,
that was it. So I mean,
19-9, right?
19-9. It could be 21-9 when all's said and done. I mean, they're talking about ranking them as high as a 4th seed in the tournament.
That's great.
And they're dependent.
Let me ask you something. Who would you want to play them?
No.
Would you want to play them?
I was saying to my father the other day, I don't think anybody in the country wants to play them in the tournament in any game.
They're playing a good game and at the right time also.
Yeah,
definitely getting hot now with the start and beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like a short, the beginning was pretty bad, but
it was Well, I mean, they would
got
get
gel
exactly. They had, what I think they did. I've been reading a lot about Lavin, and these players love him. I mean, they said that he's got a swagger about him that just is an air of winning about the guy.
No, he's got that that coach is almost up there with I'm not saying as respected I should say as your Patinos
no doubt. It's from the players' perspective, definitely, because he's been there. He's been he never won national championships, but I mean he's been at UCLA for 12 years. You're a coach at UCLA for 12 years. You're doing damn good.
It was so bad they got him out of there. After he took their teams to the Elite Eight 4 to 5 times.
Yeah,
but that's not good enough out there.
It's not. I mean, you're following in the shoes of John Wooden
at UCLA,
and he said it. Lavin said, he goes, when I went to UCLA, I knew I wasn't going to be there forever because no matter what I did, it was not going to be good enough in their eyes. And I mean, their expectations as a university and the fans at UCLA it's a little ridiculous. I mean,
you're talking about Wooden back. I mean, you're talking about 35 years ago.
This days
so
a different time and
you following up. I just understand following up like Carnesecca or even following up like Dean Smith.
Right.
Them as you did it right now, and then the time just switched.
Mm-hmm.
Not talking about 30 years ago. You still got to live up to, the Wooden stature. I mean, that's 30 years has gone by. I mean,
and it's a different time and age. I mean, that was a dynasty they had there. They won 7 championships in a row or something like that.
They won the amazing amount of games.
It's never going to happen.
But you know what's funny with St. John's? I talked about last week. Dwight Hardy. I'm sorry. Dwight Hardy's really come on, man. Big time
He's
player.
a baller, man. That kid's a baller player.
He plays, man. And he, like I said last week too, he got himself a big contract.
Yeah.
He got himself a real big contract.
Lavin said it. God, I'm sorry.
Who in the Big East that St. John's cannot beat? I don't understand.
No, who in the country? But I mean, honestly, I'm not saying that they're gonna go and win. I'm not saying that, but they could play and beat anybody.
No, definitely. At this time now, absolutely.
And the Big East is the best conference, bar none, hands down, whatever cliche you want to use, the best conference in the country. It's not even a conversation.
Well, you look at the ACC, which I think is a joke. Not a joke. It's definitely the most overrated conference in
because of the names.
But with
Carolina,
with Duke, I mean they lose games, they get beat games, and they don't fall no further than a 4th.
Right, yeah,
they're ranked 4th now. Hey, come on, 4th. And how many times you gave them twice? That's the ESPN team,
right?
The Dickie V team. I mean that's what it is. But speaking of basketball, I think we should go back to what the Knicks did last night, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no doubt about it.
That's
was
amazing.
Beautiful.
It reminded me, if you could have closed your eyes and listened to the game, you would have thought you'd been listening to Tim Hardaway taking shots.
Yeah.
Or
Lonzo Mourning down there. Yeah.
Totally different style of game. Very sloppy at times.
It was. But they won. I mean, they battled and they won. It wasn't a pretty game. You know what? But they did it, man.
That was a game. That was a game they had to win. After coming off the Cavaliers, that
Cleveland.
There's a time when. But on the other hand, I can look at it and I can say Cleveland has nothing to play for except a game like that.
Right.
Which is that's it up. That's it up.
One thing I don't want to cut you off, but it shows how far the Knicks have come when a team like the Cavaliers are getting up to play us. You know what I'm saying? Like we were the other team. We were on the other side of the coin where we were getting up to play other teams because our season was hopeless. That's all I mean. But that's a compliment to the Knicks.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And with the way they came back and played that game,
right?
I mean that's great to see, man. Again, it's all about we don't play defense. I mean, we held the top 3 players that made all the commotion. Not top 3 players, I shouldn't say.
No,
the 3 players on that team that made a big stink in the summertime. That made all Knicks fans sick to their stomach.
Right.
To sit there and wait and actually talk about a time that you wanted to go see this LeBron James pick where that nonsense.
Right.
To hold them to 86 points.
Right.
All defense. Like I said, all these guys play defense.
Sure.
I mean,
they can.
They can play defense.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's in store, and they're gelling now. I mean, they're talking and communicating.
Yeah.
One practice. They have one full practice.
Legitimate practice.
Yeah.
I know. It's true, man. And you know what? Like they I think from what I heard, a little bit I read, they made a personal commitment kind of to one another, just within the team, without the coaches, to play better team defense. You know, they challenged each other, and and if they can keep this up and keep going at this pace the way they did last night in Miami, and just defense is just like any other sport. It's a commitment. You have to want to exert the effort to be a good defender. It doesn't come naturally. I mean, some guys are naturally better defenders than others, but it all gets down to hard work. And it's not a glorifying. You don't get a lot of glory out of it. You don't wind up on ESPN top 10 by just playing good defense. So
No, you're right. But defense is not also, like you said, it's not something you can teach defenses in zones, but
right.
You can't teach the determination and heart. And I think these guys have something to prove.
No,
I mean, it's not like you put together a couple of bombs on that last leg. This is something we got to build. This is going to be a building process. You know what I mean? And maybe not the front-running fans that are excited to see these Knicks like the way they are now. Now all of a sudden Knicks fans,
right?
But they're not excited. But this may be a patient thing that we can't predict how quick this team's gonna take the gel.
Right.
I mean, just sit back, enjoy. I mean, actually sit back and enjoy Carmelo and all these guys and Phillips and Stoudemire. And let's enjoy it.
Right.
And then forget about a championship because I don't think we're going to. It's not a championship. But they're talking championship stuff now. I'm hearing.
It's a little ridiculous, man. But they need something to talk about. I mean, I would just be happy if we make a good showing in the playoffs. I would love for us to win a round. That doesn't happen. But then again, who can't we play with? That was something that was proven to me last night.
No, but I think
we play with
I understand that. But I think on a night in and night out
right
now,
you're right.
You could beat a team.
Right.
But if you went to a 7-game series with the Heat,
it's different.
Oh yeah, because now you can adjust. It's not like
different.
I agree. It's not college. It's not college basketball.
But the way
tournament style. Where you have no good game that night, you don't come out.
That's it. It's one and done. It's a 7-game series.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah. So you also have. You got to play a team like I can see the Knicks making the playoffs and playing in the first round. I don't know Orlando or like facing a team like that, and I can see them maybe getting past that team.
No, I hear you.
Maybe
I hear you, but I just want a good showing. I just want a good showing. I want to be a tough out. If we're gonna go out and get knocked out, let's go to 6 games, maybe 7 games, and just have other teams just take heed and notice that the Knicks are here and we're only going to get better.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I want to change the subject a little bit, but it could be bad and worse as the clowns over in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Like they had I just want to throw this in. I know you're talking totally Knicks, but
do it.
You go to the clowns over there that go out and get Williams.
Yeah.
They parade him in. He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna see if this works out or we're gonna build it. You know what I mean? And does this come from a team that last year 2 years ago was giving out basketball jerseys where you could flip it out and it was the team that was coming into town. So if you had the Lakers and they had a Kobe Bryant shirt, it was reversible that it would flip out to be a Nets player. So you're hanging on, just throw your Kobe on. You know what I mean? Like, how do you flip it out? That's crazy. That was the promotion over there. But they're clowns over there, and I'm not gonna get off the clowns over there.
It's true, man. I mean,
I don't know what they're doing over there.
It's really because how do you go? And they gave up almost as much as the Knicks gave up, almost for Carmelo. They gave up almost as much with Derek Favors, with Devin Harris, and the 2 first-round picks. That's almost equal to what the Knicks gave up. And this guy didn't sign an extension. So you don't have this guy locked up long term. After next season, he could leave. And I know we spoke about it and we're beating a dead horse a little bit, but for anyone, especially Net fans, oh, you paid too much. We drove up your price. All right, you drove up the price for Carmelo, but then you went and just threw it all out the window for a guy that might not even stay after next year.
A rent-a player.
He's a rent-a player. Until he tells you different, that's all he is. He's passing through. You don't think if he was going to stay?
That dude was going to wake up one day from the swift breeze of New
Oh,
Jersey
no doubt,
before he
bro.
moves to Brooklyn and
Sure.
say to myself,
What am I doing?
Come on, smack me,
Let's
man.
go. I was in the clean air of Utah, Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
And
now
here
I'm
I
in
am in the freaking
Springfield.
Yeah. You know?
Springfield with the one-eyed fish swimming around over there.
Yeah,
Right when you come
Mr.
over the
Burns.
bridge. Yeah, you come over that bridge, you
It's
got to
true,
pay
man.
$4. They should pay you $4 for crossing that bridge.
It's really true,
They
man.
should pay you. Here
the-
you go. You're coming into Jersey. Newark, here's $4 for going over the bridge.
And a clothespin for your nose.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's you.
but you know, it's just
Come out and you have your thing on,
good,
you have your
good
thing
for
on
the
7
Nets.
blocks. Yeah.
Good for the Nets. You know that's
That's
great.
right, but they'll never break out of that realm of being the little guy, whatever you were trying to do over there.
Right, and you know, and I didn't have this dislike or disdain, whatever you want to say, for the Nets until this this
Well, you
owner
never
took
knew they
over.
existed.
No, but now this
No, how
owner
can you hear
comes around.
something that you never even
No,
was
I
around?
know. But this owner came around and he's making a big stink
Yeah.
and putting billboards up across the
I've
street
got
from the
Sean.
garden and even Drago and the whole 9 yards.
I remember
you know what I
Rocky
mean?
4, but man.
Yeah. So,
You know what I mean? So,
but hey, it's good. Anyway, back to the Knicks quick. It's good. I'm glad basketball is back in New York.
big
There's
shot,
not.
big shot.
There's Billups is he's the
Oh,
man.
wow.
He's a guy's unbelievable.
We
you know?
talked about that before.
Right.
As the trade came along.
He's no
And they
throwing,
were
bro.
saying, yeah, that guy's he's no joke. He's
You
a
know?
player, bro.
Oh.
Quick story about him, real quick, that I heard. He came to Denver. This last time came to Denver, and he was in a nightclub with a bunch of other players, whatever club they were in. Whatever,
Right.
I don't know. Whatever they go out.
Right, yeah.
You
Having
know,
a good time.
Yeah, strapping and all that other stuff. But,
Yeah.
not these guys. I'm not joking. But that's other athletes. But it was like 11 o'clock. He looks at his watch. Whistles in the club. The dude's been there for 2 weeks on the team. Whistles to the whistles. Shh. They all come out and they'll leave.
Get
Leave the
out.
club. I told you, command. This guy's
Yeah.
a leader. You don't just get Billups, the big shot guy. Yeah, but you get a leader, man.
A veteran.
Yeah, it's a leader.
One of the most respected players
and
in the
he can
league.
go like this, and he's got the ring.
Yeah,
He's short for it.
That means something, especially when you're dealing with a bunch of guys who've never really had a lot of playoff experience like the Knicks do. But one thing, I think we were talking about earlier today, Bill, was the Knicks got a lot more of a veteran type team now than they did before they had this trade. They had a bunch of guys who've never been there. You know what? All right, not all these guys that came over have a ring. They don't, obviously, but they all have a lot of playoff experience, and that's invaluable, especially when you're coming over to a team with a lot of players who don't have all kinds of playoff experience. So, it's going to help, man.
No,
it
but
really is.
I definitely agree. But I think there's just so much expectations. That's it. This is it's like a do or die. Not do or die now, but this is like. If this doesn't come through,
The
you
pressure's
don't
on.
see this team
No, and
win,
you know what?
or win a championship.
That's
nothing less
fair, but
than a
that's fair.
championship.
That's a fair expectation,
Well, that's it. No, but you know what? For years we didn't have that, man. We never
No,
felt that at all.
not at all. But
Expectations. It's like also being this fan right here. The same thing as being this fan.
no,
I mean, we got people talking now that the season's over. This is supposed to be a time. We all know as Met fans it's over, but this time is a fresh start,
it's level
man.
playing field now. No pun intended.
Yeah, so how could you be down
Everybody's even. I hear
I
you,
understand down in the dumps with all the nonsense that's going over there. But
I'm looking forward to baseball coming, man. I am. I know we haven't talked much about it, but I am.
No.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, how do you not? It's baseball. Everybody loves baseball.
Man,
You know what I mean?
Baseball,
So-
man. That means that the weather's coming. It's nice.
Yeah,
around.
nice weather's coming, and
I'll maybe take my T-shirt off at the beach this year. Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Flexing out. But,
all right, we're running out of time here, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed the show. Give us some more feedback, guys. Let us know what you think, and I know we get questions. Talk about baseball, and there's not much to talk about now. I mean, we could dig up a little story here and there. Beltran moved to right field. Everyone kind of knew that, So
Izzy's on the Mets.
yeah.
Straight
So
off the Sports Illustrated cover.
we're gonna sign off. Take
All right,
care,
take care,
everybody.
guys. God
Thanks
bless
again for
everybody, man.
watching, and see you guys next week. All
Take
right.
care. Brush your hair.